Halo devices are beyond the reach of technological scrutiny and seem to withstand the ravages of time and damage. Some corrupt individuals within the imperial masses have unearthed a sinister secret. Through a dark metamorphosis of both body and soul, certain Xenos devices can bestow eternal life. They rejuvenate the body, rendering it immune to the effects of aging. Additionally, other Halo artifacts have been discovered to possess even more mysterious and formidable powers, with their unholy influence fueling the ascent of several notorious arch-heretics. Halo devices derive their name from their origin in the Halo stars, a perilous and ominous expanse of space surrounded by savage voids and adjacent to several imperial sectors like Scarus and Calixis. The planets associated with Halo devices are ancient and devoid of life, orbiting dead stars that likely burned out eons ago. It's widely accepted among xeno-arcanists and rogue traders that these worlds were once part of an ancient civilization, long vanished. However, the true nature of this civilization, as well as the circumstances leading to its extinction, remains an unanswered enigma. All that is known about these enigmatic beings stems from the legacy they left behind, the artifacts known as Halo devices. Through these artifacts, it becomes apparent that the creators possessed remarkably advanced technology and an unparalleled comprehension of physical matter and biological mechanisms, surpassing any known species or scientific understanding. Whether the effects of these devices on human tissue were intentional remains uncertain. If deliberate, it suggests a chilling brilliance alongside a sinister foresight. Conversely, if the effects were unintended, it highlights a frightening power capable of generating such unintended consequences unrelated to their intended function. Typically unearthed from the ancient remnants of their maker's civilization, entombed within weathered basalt tombs and shattered colossal ruins, the Halo devices remain mysteriously immune to the relentless passage of time. They manifest in various guises, ranging from smooth gem-like talismans to peculiar miniature trilobite fossils and ominous orbs boasting fluid, lustrous surfaces. Despite their diverse appearances, they all share a peculiar metallic texture, defy scrutiny by auspex or other scanning technologies, and exhibit near impenetrability to damage. Indeed, any force capable of breaching them would invariably render them useless, rendering such attempts futile. The true nature of their effects remains obscured by half-truths and ancient tales passed down through the ages. In essence, the lore surrounding these artifacts is as varied and unreliable as the myriad forms they assume. Due to the forbidden status of Halo devices, it's no wonder that speculation and hearsay continue to swirl regarding their capabilities and purpose. Yet, the reality is stark. These devices do grant their wielder what they desire: youth, vitality, and enduring power, but in a manner that only the most twisted would embrace. Gradually, the devices integrate into the bearer's being, altering them in accordance with alien whims and subjecting them to peculiar cravings. The life of a Halo device possessor gradually ceases to be their own, morphing instead into an extension of the device itself. Those who crave Halo devices are driven by a single chilling desire: the promise of everlasting youth and vitality they offer. Despite the advancements in rejuvenation treatments and biotechnological procedures, human mortality remains an immutable truth. Even drastic measures like full cybernetic conversion or life-sustaining mechanisms offer, at best, a compromised existence. Faced with the indignities of aging and the inevitability of death, some seek alternative avenues to defy time's grasp. For a few, the temptations of the ruinous powers offer false assurances and hollow promises. Yet this path is fraught with uncertainty and peril, risking both body and soul to capricious forces. Others, possessing wealth, power, and connections, may pursue alternative methods, delving into the shadowy realms of ancient human sciences or the enigmatic technologies of alien civilizations in a desperate quest for salvation. Knowledge regarding the existence of Halo devices is exceedingly scarce, and the means to acquire one are even more elusive. Only the most affluent and influential individuals within the sectors bordering the Halo stars possess the resources to pursue these forbidden artifacts. However, upon obtaining a Halo device, they quickly realize that their newfound immortality comes with a heavy burden. Initially, they must grapple with the necessity of concealing the crime of possession, but as time passes, they must also contend with the unforeseen consequences of the device's blessings. The price of their eternal life is nothing less than their very essence, slowly eroded by contamination, corruption, and descent into madness. Eventually, most are forced into seclusion, surrounded only by a handful of loyal or terrified servants, condemned to millennia of isolation, pursued by their own kind and tormented by alien desires and ancient terrors. The Inquisition has maintained a vigilant watch over the sectors surrounding the Halo stars, scouring for traces of this illicit trade and the pernicious influence of the artifacts for generations. They relentlessly hunt down those involved in trafficking Halo devices and ruthlessly eliminate any who have encountered them. Specialized units of acolytes have devoted their entire careers to studying and pursuing Halo devices, while entire congregations of Inquisitors have risen and fallen in the unending battle against these malignant relics from the distant past of the Halo stars. Tangible proof of the Halo device's effects remains exceedingly rare, but the earliest verified encounter with these artifacts occurred on the then frontier world of Sonofia Magna, approximately a century before Angevin's crusade. This event, documented in official Ordos records as the Sonofian prosecution, saw Lord Inquisitor Ozymandias Ruthven confront and vanquish the heretical scion of a prominent and affluent mercantile lineage of Sonofia. The name of this heretic has been stricken from all records due to its reviled nature. This arch-heretic, whose influence extended across the Segmentum Obscurus to the fringes of Segmentum Solar, was reputed to possess unnatural abilities and defy mortality. However, the Inquisition contested such assertions. The atrocities committed by this adversary of humanity and his cohorts were deemed so heinous that not only he and his immediate associates, but also his entire household and its vassals were sentenced to execution. During the course of this prosecution, it became evident that the heretic was not, as initially presumed, a worshipper of demons, a mutated aberration, or a practitioner of witchcraft. Instead, his form was a grotesque amalgamation of corrupted human flesh and a xenological artifact, so deeply intertwined that the distinction between the heretic and the artifact blurred. According to one unverified account, Ozymandias dispatched his captive adversary by casting him into the heart of Sonofia's sun, annihilating him utterly. Extended contact with Halo devices, whether worn as adornments or kept close in pockets, initiates a transformative bond with the individual over the span of several solar days or weeks. Interestingly, embedding the device into an open wound can significantly expedite this process. Once the bond forms, the device commences its alteration of the user, progressing through 3 distinct phases: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Once an individual enters the primary phase, reversal becomes impossible, inevitably leading to progression through the subsequent phases, unless the bond is severed. Crucially, Halo devices necessitate the presence of organic flesh as hosts. Through continual contact, they merge with the flesh, gradually reshaping it to fulfill their mysterious objectives. Despite their corrupted nature accumulated over eons, Halo devices harbor a purpose: to transmute the minds and bodies of those they bond with into a sinister and dreadful configuration. In a remarkably brief time frame, ranging from mere solar weeks to exceptionally rare instances of solar hours, the Halo device achieves complete physical integration with the user's flesh. The user experiences a profound rejuvenation, returning to the pinnacle of youth and vitality. Any afflictions, be they physical diseases, deformities, minor mutations, or long-standing medical conditions, are swiftly nullified. Lost bodily parts regenerate, albeit through a slow and agonizing process. Their senses heighten to exceptional levels, movements become unnaturally graceful, and they exhibit remarkable resilience to all but the most severe injuries. However, alongside these physical changes, the user's psyche begins to fracture. They find dwindling pleasure in ordinary sensory experiences, with food tasting bland and mundane. Violent mood swings become increasingly common. With the passage of time, they discover a diminished need for sleep, except for sporadic intervals of unconsciousness every few solar days, during which they endure vivid and unsettling dreams, depicting alien landscapes and enigmatic cities beneath unfamiliar stars. As time progresses, the Halo device gradually assimilates into the user's body, partially merging with the cellular structure itself, concealed beneath layers of skin and scar tissue. The bonded area undergoes a transformation, manifesting as either mottled and tough, akin to an insect's exoskeleton, or desiccated and chilled like that of a preserved corpse. The user's body undergoes remarkable healing, capable of repairing almost any damage given sufficient time. They exhibit superhuman speed, strength, and endurance. Basic human needs such as sleep, food, and drink become obsolete, replaced by increasingly erratic behaviors and cravings as their descent into madness deepens. These cravings often include prolonged periods in darkness or exposure to solar radiation, alongside insatiable appetites for substances like human tissue, blood, flesh, and cranial fluid. Additionally, the user begins to experience memories of alien civilizations, languages, and scripts intermingling with their own, often at the expense of losing significant portions of their original memories. The fusion between the user and the Halo device reaches its zenith, erasing any trace of distinction between them. The user's body undergoes noticeable alterations, retaining humanoid traits but transcending humanity altogether. Reports document instances of blazing, radiant eyes, flesh resembling that of a corpse, distorted and emaciated features, as well as the emergence of mottled or armored hide-like skin, or even a delicate yet durable beetle-like carapace. Remarkably, the fingers elongate into sharp talons of exposed bone. What was once human has evolved into a being of formidable strength, enduring the void's harsh embrace and, according to tales, potentially even returning from death. The once fractured mind now gives way to something else entirely, an entity born from an unholy fusion of intellects, fluent in long-forgotten languages, and possessing an otherworldly patience to contemplate all too human desires. In the shadowy expanse of the Halo stars, where ancient civilizations have long faded into obscurity, lurk the enigmatic artifacts known as Halo devices. These relics, steeped in mystery and peril, possess the power to bestow eternal youth and vigor upon those daring enough to seek them. However, the price of immortality is a descent into madness and transformation beyond recognition, as the device intertwines with the very essence of its bearer. From the initial stages of rejuvenation to the final merging of flesh and artifact, the journey is fraught with physical and psychological metamorphosis, blurring the boundaries between human and inhuman. Despite the allure of everlasting life, the path paved by Halo devices is one of darkness, corruption, and ultimate estrangement from humanity itself. Thus, in the relentless pursuit of immortality, one must heed the cautionary whispers of history and tread carefully, lest they become forever ensnared in the sinister embrace of the Halo devices.